Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to show you how to make Paneer Tikka Masala. We are all very familiar with this North Indian favorite. Now, for my non Indian friends, I'll explain to you what paneer is. It's basically Indian cottage cheese. It's very easy to make at home too. Just boil some milk in a pan and then just add a teaspoon of vinegar or lime juice to it, and it'll instantly separate the whey and the milk solids. All you need to do is to drain the milk solids onto a cheesecloth or a muslin cloth and hang it dry, and you'll get paneer. Now, today I'm using store-bought paneer because it makes my life much more easier. So today I'm taking you grocery shopping to show you where exactly I buy my produce. So this is Superstore, what you're seeing right now, and that's all the fresh produce for the day. So I'll just show you what ingredients I'll be picking up today for this recipe. So this recipe is all about the right balance of sweetness and acidity. Now tomatoes play a vital part in contributing to most of the acidity in this dish. These big tomatoes are exceptionally sour, and they are perfect for this dish. We are now in the international food aisle of the store. Here's where I get most of my Indian spices, rice, lentils, and other stuff. So, the next ingredient is very crucial for this dish. It is called kasuri methi or dry fenugreek leaves. There it is. This is what actually gives this dish that beautiful flavor and fragrance, and it complements the paneer so well. Now, here's our star ingredient, the paneer. This is in the international frozen food section. There we are. Looks so beautiful. Can't wait to cook it. We're all done now. Let's quickly get into the making of this dish. The first step is to prepare the masala powder for the paneer tikka. Heat a pan and add 1 teaspoon of cumin, half teaspoon of peppercorns, 1 small piece of nutmeg, and 2 pods of cardamom and 2 small sticks of cinnamon, and roast it lightly on low heat. Toast these spices for about 2 minutes or so, and then we can add 1 teaspoon of coriander powder and switch off the heat and lightly roast it till they are nice and fragrant. Why I said to switch off the heat? Because this coriander powder can easily burn. So just take it down and then lightly roast it. It will continue to roast in that heat. So now we can transfer this into a mortar and pestle and jam it inside that. Or you can just simply run it in a food processor. Either way, it will just taste fantastic. The next step is to marinate the paneer. So I've taken 100 grams of paneer and into a mixing bowl. So into this we're going to add a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of our previously prepared paneer tikka masala, and some salt to taste. And we'll need 2 tablespoons of curd or yogurt and half a teaspoon of freshly pounded ginger and garlic paste. Rub all this well into the paneer and let it marinate for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. The longer you marinate it, the better. So paneer by itself is quite bland, so we need it to allow it to rest and absorb all of that flavors into it. Whilst the paneer marinates in the fridge, let's heat a pan and add some oil. And once the oil is hot, that's about a tablespoon of oil I'm adding there. Once the oil is hot, add 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds or som jeera and 2 Kashmiri chilies. The one that I'm holding right now is Kashmiri chilies that gives color and doesn't have much of heat. And the other one is actually for the heat. That's a normal dried red chili. So 2 of those and 2 of Kashmiri chilies in goes. And 5 pods of garlic slit like this. Add a 1-inch piece of ginger cut like this. It doesn't matter what shape you cut it in because it's all going to get ground into a paste eventually. So that's half a cup of onions in goes. Just saute them till the onions are translucent. You don't need to fry it down well, just till they are transparent. That's it. Once our onions are lightly transparent, we'll add one whole tomato. That's that large tomato I showed you in the grocery store. One whole of that chopped into pieces. Just saute this until the tomatoes are softened a bit. So once the tomatoes start breaking up, add half a teaspoon of the Paneer Tikka Masala that we had prepared earlier and just lightly fry it, because you don't need to fry it too much, it's already been broiled and powdered. Now I'm adding a little kasuri methi here. Normally at this stage they don't add this particular ingredient. It is usually added at the end of the recipe, but I like it this way because it gives out a very gorgeous taste if you add it like this and then grind everything together. Add half a teaspoon of salt at this stage, and once that's done, we'll set this aside to cool, and after that we'll grind it up into a paste. So this has been transferred onto a plate and set aside to cool. And whilst that cools down, we'll heat a pan, add some oil, about a tablespoon of oil, and now we'll need to fry our paneer, our marinated paneer. So what we are going to do is shallow fry these paneer pieces. We're not going to deep fry them. That's why I'm using very little oil here. Of course, this is non-stick, so you don't need much of oil, but if you have anything else that's other than non-stick, you'll probably need to add a bit more oil. After the oil is nice and hot, we'll drop the paneer pieces gently, one by one. So let's fry this on low to medium heat and occasionally flip it over so that it gets browned on all the sides equally. It's quite a tedious task to flip these over, to be very honest. The paneer is fried well and it's got a good color to it now. I think it's time to take it down. So the fried onion tomato mix has cooled down. Now it's time to add it into a grinder and grind it into a nice smooth paste. So this is ground into a beautiful bright orange paste. This is the color we are looking for exactly. And this is the oil left over from our shallow fried paneer. So I'm using that for the next step. I added one bay leaf and I'm adding the ground paste into this. I'm sauteing this for about 2 to 3 minutes. So this oil has all of that flavor from the masala, that marinated masala. So that's why I'm using this, to give it more flavor. Some of that gorgeous paste is still stuck at the bottom of my grinder jar, so I'm adding a bit of water and washing it all out into the pan. Don't want to waste that beautiful stuff. Add some more water if you find it too thick. For me this is perfect, so I like it a little bit thicker. So I let it simmer down well, and then I'll add the paneer pieces. Let the paneer simmer for about 5 minutes in this gravy, and we'll close the lid and let it simmer down. And 5 minutes later, we remove the lid and add 1 teaspoon of kasuri methi, dried fenugreek leaves. Just rub it between your palms so that it gets more finely powdered, and sprinkle it on top. Add a blob of butter. You can avoid this step if you don't want the butter. And this is it. Our Paneer Tikka Masala is now ready. You can garnish this with fresh cream or butter. Hope you guys like this recipe. Do try it out, and also don't forget to share the video, like and subscribe if you're new here. And take care everyone. Catch you guys in my next video.